of a homebody. I don't get around much, so when I do go somewhere, it's usually an adventure for me. My last airplane flight was particularly memorable not because of where I went, but what I learned while my airplane was still on the ground. This particular flight was a business flight. Lots of professional travelers who have been there, done that. I was probably the only person on board who paid any attention to the safety demonstration of the flight attendant. When she pointed out the emergency exits, I found out I had a choice of exits over the wings. I made a mental note that in case of emergency, I would go for the exit across the aisle from me. I chose that exit because of who was sitting next to it. He was a beefy kind of looking guy. I chose him over the guy sitting next to the exit on my side of the airplane because the guy in my side of the plane had a pot belly and he looked out of shape. I figured that the beefy guy would get his door open faster in an emergency. But what drew my rapt attention was the oxygen mask demonstration. In the unlikely event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, individual oxygen masks will be lowered from your compartment overhead. The procedure for putting the mask on and placing the elastic strap over the head seemed relatively straightforward. I was confident that in case of emergency, I was pretty sure that I would be able to breathe all right. But then the flight attendant said something that changed my life. She said, adults with small children should put their own masks on first, then repeat the process for the child. Huh? That stuck to me as odd. So I turned to this business traveler sitting next to me who was busy preparing a sales presentation, and I asked him, excuse me, my name is Margaret Elizabeth, and I was just wondering, why is that? The guy didn't even slow down his writing. He obviously hadn't heard the thing the flight attendant had said. So I repeated my question with a little more detail. I asked him, why is it that grown-ups have to put their own mask first? Doesn't it make more sense for the mother to put the mask on the little kid first? Nothing. He just kept writing. Now, mind you, I wasn't traveling with children. I don't have any children. The chances are very good that I will never travel with children. The answer to the question probably would never even affect me, and this frequent flyer next to me probably thought I was wasting his time and mine asking a question that made no difference to anyone. But I was intrigued. Why would a mother let her kid go without oxygen? That doesn't make any sense. I had to know. I was about to repeat the question when he finished the paragraph he was writing, and he said, if the grown-up doesn't take care of himself first, he might pass out, and then neither one of them would have any oxygen. Oh, yeah. I never thought of that. Obviously, he said. And he resumed writing. We never exchanged another word on that flight, but his answer stuck with me. If the grown-up doesn't take care of himself first, he might pass out, and then neither of them would get any oxygen. You know, he's not just talking about emergency oxygen. He's talking about true Christian humility. I've always thought that Christians should have this selfless devotion to duty. I still do. But if I say yes unquestioningly to every opportunity for ministry without any moderation, I run the risk of running out of oxygen. When that happens, neither I nor the people I'm serving will get any oxygen. If I don't take time out every day for Bible reading and prayer because I'm too busy, Or if I don't take time regularly for rest and relaxation, I won't be useful to the people that I serve. I will be depriving both of us of oxygen. I think that's pretty good advice from a frequent flyer.